Alright, you guys, this is Jenna. I am back again with another video. I'm doing one that took a lot of organization and gathering. This is going to be my entire pen collection currently. I am missing a few things because I'm sure there's some stragglers left behind somewhere. But I'm going to try to make this as quick as I possibly can. I have laid them all out on the floor, grouped them by the type, the point, color as much as I possibly could. So yeah, here is my collection. I'm obviously going to go back through it and tell you guys what they are. I know it seems kind of ridiculous, but I did see another video of somebody going through their pen pencil collection, and it seemed to get a lot of views. So yeah, this is my pen collection, and I'm going to be going over it as quickly as I can. Also, I did count them all as well. All the pens and pencils you see laying out right now, minus, if you see that glitter pouch right there, that has all my colored pencils in it. So minus that pouch of colored pencils, I have 570. And if I include the colored pencil pouch, there's 43 in there, so that's a total of 613 pens and pencils. Yes, I know it is really ridiculous. There is a story and a reason behind pretty much any pen I can show you guys. So I'm going to try to go over them as much as possibly can. And obviously, you guys, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll be much obliged to answer them. So yeah, here we go. So first, we're going to start out with the Sharpie highlighters. I did have a whole collection of these Sharpie clicks, but for some reason I can only find 3 right now. They do tend to dry out a lot easier, so they're not my favorite. These work sort of the window. They got the clear, so you can kind of see what you're highlighting, and they're fatter. So I really did like these. These got a lot of use out of them, obviously, you can see. For some reason, I only have 3 colors. I'm missing the green, but I really do like these Sharpie highlighters. And then I also have the new gel ones, which I'm also missing a few colors, but I'm not a huge fan of the gels. They're nice. Let's say if you were going to be highlighting like a Bible or something like that, where you're really concerned about bleeding, this would be a very good option. It just doesn't suit me for my everyday type of need. And then these were the most recent. They came out with the skinny window Sharpies, which I do like these. A lot of them do have my name on it, or my initials. That's so people don't steal them, like say if I bring them to the office or anything like that. The Pilot Friction, but these work really well. Like somebody else was saying, they're kind of like crayons in a way, but you can erase them, so it's really convenient. The color payoff is a lot different than a normal highlighter, so they're not my go-to, but they would be nice. Let's say if you're taking notes in a textbook, I would for sure be using these. But just for my planner type needs, not really using them. But so here are the Friction clicks. Yeah, clicks in the 0.7, which now I realize that they come in smaller points, which I'd prefer. Which I do have some that are in the 0.38, I believe. But this was a color pack. But I do really like them. I really liked that they came out in the colors because I was using the black ones a long time ago, just strictly the black, and I use them all the time. I don't use them as much now. I have some Expo Visa Vice, I guess. I use them for my planner dashboards, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Just so it stays well until you use a wet cloth to erase it. Over here is kind of like my premium pen collection. This is my new Sarasa Grand, if you saw my Tokyo pen haul. This was one of my newer ones. This is a 0.04, and it's an import from Japan. It's a Sarasa clip, so the clip moves. That's typically what the Sarasa clip means, but this is like a nice metal barrel. So you can watch my video if you want more in-depth detail about that one. This one is the Pentel Energel. Came in like a premium one. This is an all metal barrel. It's really nice. I do like the Energel, the Pentel Energel pens a lot, which I do have a collection somewhere else, which I just wanted to keep the premium pens together. Then I have the Pilot G2 Pro, and I think this is the 0.5. So it's got like a nicer grip on it, and kind of a nicer barrel, I guess. But this was a more expensive pen, obviously has my initials on it. So that one's really nice. My other premium pen would be the Uniball Sino, and I think this is a 0.5. It's got like a gel grip on it, so that's super nice. A really nice barrel to it. Definitely more premium. I tend to get the pens that I really like in premiums. I like that they have that option. So that's why I got these in the premium, because these are pens that I normally use in my everyday planning and notes and everything like that. This also was in my Tokyo Pen haul. It's the Kira Toga mechanical pencil, which it's a 0.5. I do also have a Kira Toga in a 0.3, which I think I'd prefer the 0.3, but I like the color of this, and I just wanted some variety. I also have the Pentel Hybrid Technica in 03. I picked that up kind of as a single pen. Wanted to try it out. I'm not a huge fan of it. I do like how fine it writes, but it's kind of like a gel ballpoint hybrid. And I don't know, I'm just really prefer. This was an Amazon pickup. It is a Pilot 2, and I cannot read the rest, obviously, because it's in Chinese, Japanese, I'm not sure. But it's a black and a gray, like marker tip, so that you can do lettering and calligraphy. So I thought it was really cool that it came in 2 different colors with both the same size tip. So I do use that one. Not a whole lot, but enough. And then, next up we have the another Tokyo Pen haul, recent addition to my collection. It's the Juice Up in 04, and it's metallic pink. I really, really do like this pen, especially when I want to accent something with a different color. I really do like this. And then I also have the Juice Up black in 03, and I did just recently pick up the 04. There's a difference between the point, obviously. I felt like the 03 had some skipping problems, and I'm not having that so far. So I'm kind of just experimenting to see if the point makes all the difference, because I really do like these pens and I want to love them. I have to pick up this Pentel Silicae, I think it is, and it's a 0.25. So that is the finest tip pen I've ever had. However, I'm just not a huge fan. Like, I feel like the Pilot Hi-Tech C Miyaka, I think is how you say it, which is my all-time favorite pen, I feel like it writes finer. Maybe it's just because of it's a gel, and I think this is more of like a ballpoint. So I'm sure if it came in like a gel, I would love it a lot more. But like I said, I feel like the 0.3 and the Pentel, or the Pilot Hi-Tech C Miyaka, seems to look finer and write smoother to me. So, and then these are just your normal Bics grips. I usually keep these as backups, like if somebody wants to borrow a pen, so they're not using my really nice ones, unfortunately. This is kind of a newer one. It is the Uniball Air. It's a very unique tip. It's very bold, so I would use it more for headers and stuff like that. It's very pigmented, it's very dark, and it also writes like at any angle, and it's supposed to like never skip, and it is very trusty. It's very trusty, thicker, darker, almost like a marker / gel ink. It's very unique, and I really do like it. I just don't use it a ton because, like I said, I prefer the smaller tips. And then I recently picked up these super marble pens, and so they're really cool, like gel pens, and they're interesting because they change colors and they write really smoothly. I think they're probably a 0.5 or a 0.7, but I do really like them. I do have them in a couple other colors too, but they're really cool. Also, in general, if you go back and watch my what's in my pen case video, I'm kind of going to skip over the ones that I already described to you in that video. I'll just say what type of pen they are, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can go back and watch that video if you would like. These were not, however, in it, and these are the Uniball Vision retractables, and they are, I do like these, and they are really fine tipped and everything, and they look really cool. However, I've been having a lot of problems with them skipping. I know a lot of people really do love these, but skipping drives me absolutely crazy. So I've been kind of giving these a break. I'll come back to them, because like I said, I do like them. I like the way they write, I like the ink and everything like that. I just cannot stand skipping. My favorite pen, which I went over in my pen case video, this is the Miyaka 0.3 Pilot High-Tech C. #1 pen right now. Number one. I also have it in the 04, which is right here, and then I also have it in colors in the 04. But like I said, the 03, all-time favorite right now. It's my go-to. Then over here, of course, I had to get the Kiletto, and it's the 5-barrel inks. So I have red, black, pink, blue, and green. I wish they came in more colors, like different shades of pink and stuff like that. Maybe they do, and I'm not aware. So let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is a Pilot, and it comes with 3 fills. These are the 0.38, I believe. So they're really fine. I do like that. However, I just wish I wouldn't put a red or a green definitely within my collection. I would definitely bring this with me if I was going on a vacation and I didn't want to bring a whole bunch of pens. This is a good option. However, it's not in my everyday rotation or anything like that. So moving on, I do have a couple kind of random pens. These were my favorites at one point actually, and these are actually kind of similar. They are Razor Point. One of them is the Uniball Vision Exact, and it's got this grip on it. I did hear from another YouTuber they don't make these pens anymore. This one still works, and I think I do have more of them somewhere. I need to find them, but I do like them. They're just more of a liquid ink, both of them. And the other one is a Extra Fine Precise V5 by Pilot. So one's Uniball, one's Pilot. They're both really similar. They write similar. The only difference would be is that this one has a grip. Otherwise, I think they're pretty much the same point, and they both have liquid ink. So yeah, at one point, those were my favorites. Here I have the Post-it Note brand. It's got the flags as the clip, I guess you could say, and then on one end is the blue highlighter and then a normal pen. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of the pen because it probably is a 1 point, a fatter tip. The highlighters are fine, however, just because, I don't know, I'm not an avid Post-it tab of this particular kind. Of course, I'm picky. But I liked that it came with the matching highlighter. I thought that was kind of cool. So I have that in a few different colors. Then I have the liquid flares. These are the newer version, but I also do have the older version in a few different colors. I believe I do have other colors, just don't know where they are currently. But I did go over the flares in my pen case video. Up here I have the Pilot Juice pens in 0.38. I haven't really tried the black, but I do really like the pink colors and the coral. So I got the whole colored set of that. The ink payoff isn't really super dark. That's the only one drawback. It's kind of almost like a highlighter type pen. So I don't use them a ton, but I do really like them. But they're just, yeah, they're not my favorite. Recently, I got the pink and green Sarasa clip in 0.5. And then I also have the regular black in a 0.4, which I do like them. These are kind of like a backup pen. These are the Pentel Energel X in 05. These are good pens. That one still has a thing on it, but I have used them. They're a good pen. They're kind of like a gel hybrid pen. Like I said, it's kind of like a backup, but they're good. Here is the Sino by Uniball in the 0.38. I like these. I think they do come in a retractable as well, so I prefer that. But this is all I could find on Amazon. So yeah, the highlighters were in my pen case as well as that one. So let's go down here. So these are just different brands of marker tip pens, and I did go over a couple of them in my pen case video. Then I also have these Pilot marker pens. They're permanent. They're oil-based in a silver and a gold. I don't really remember exactly what I was using them in my planner for something at one point, which they're good. But I also recently picked up the Sharpie paint pens in like these glittery blue, pink, and green. And they are gorgeous. So I do use them for like underlining stuff, accenting things. And then I also have two of the Sharpie silver oil-based pen, which I use more to mark on things that I want to make sure that doesn't get stolen, unfortunately. And then this is my Sharpie collection. Basically, I just have two of the big fat ones that are dual tipped. These are all like the regular tipped in multitudes of different colors. I also have the extreme and some other dual tipped ones. And then like pretty much every color in the fine. I got like the big pack in that, of course. Then we've got the Pentel RSVP in fine, and then I also found this retractable one in like a medium, and I like didn't even realize that these came in retractable. So I was like, that's kind of cool. So I added that in there. These are the Pilot Precise V5 retractables, which these at one point were my all-time favorite. However, I've moved on, but these are still awesome. Great backups. This is just a pink pen in the Pilot G2, and it's 07, so it's kind of a thicker writing pen. I just needed a pink at one point, so I picked it up. This is a Japan import one I got. It's a pen. It's a pretty fine tipped ballpoint pen, and it is really smooth. So I do like it, and I just love like the crown tip with the pearl on it, which obviously I have the pencils as well, and these are 07, unfortunately. If they came in 05, I'd probably like them a lot better. I also have these, the Right Dudes. It is a Gorilla Lead in 0.7. I just was kind of fascinated. I really liked the look of the barrel. They didn't have it in 05, unfortunately. Otherwise, I probably would love these a lot better. But I did buy them anyway, of course. And then I have the Zebra. Sorry, I can't really see this. Ultra 304, which is a pretty fine tipped ballpoint pen, but once again, not my favorite. Kind of picked it up because I'm always looking for new pens. This one was just like a breast cancer awareness pencil, I believe, or Papermate. Ball tipped pen. And then I also have like the bottle to pen, but it's 0.7, which is not my favorite. But I just really liked the idea of the recycling of the water bottles and turning them into pens. Reduce, reuse. I like that idea. Here we have the Right Dudes, I believe it is. The Infinity, they're like basically like Sharpies, but they're like pearlescent. I have them in other colors, can't find them currently, but I do have them in the silver, gold, and black right now. But they are nice. I also have the Sharpie pen. I do have some of the retractable, which I think was one of the more original one. And then I also have a multitude of different colors, but my go-to is just the fine black, is my favorite. And then I am an avid superhero movie fan. I love the Avengers, so I had to get these pens. And they actually are pretty fine tipped. I don't know what type of brand they are or anything like that, but I do really actually like these pens. Let's see the tip. They're a ballpoint, but they do write pretty smooth. And of course, they're cute because they have the Avengers on them. Duh. And then I have the Pilot P500 Extra Fine. This is more of a liquidy ink, with like a really fine tipped pen. So I do like these. And then my Jelly Rolls. I have it in white, pink, and then like a silver glitter. I do have more colors somewhere. Like I said, I probably do have most of these in a lot of other colors, but I don't know where they are currently. And then here is the Pentel Energel, like I showed you in the premium. This one's actually is a pink. And it's a 0.7, so it's a little thicker than I normally would like. But I do love these 0.5 needle tips. They do write really well. It's got smooth ink. It's a liquid gel ink. And it's a 0.5. I do really like these. I have them in the blue and the white. And then I have the Breast Cancer Awareness Uniball Sinos in the 207s, which I do like. And I liked the pink color. I also have this was like a limited edition. These are like blue, black, metallic-y colors. And I have the blue and the red. There are other colors somewhere. But these are the Uniball Sinos 207s as well. And I do like the way they write. And then I also have the 207 Micros. They're really nice, fine-tipped pens. So I do love those. Those are like kind of were my all-time favorite at one point as well. Then I just have the regular 207 Sinos, and then I found a random blue one. So is the Pilot Acroball in fine, and then recently picked up the 05. And then I also have, I think it's a medium point, so it must probably be 07. I kind of have them in like different colors, but these were my favorite at one point too. They're kind of like a hybrid ink ballpoint pen. So kind of my backup right now, but they were my favorite at one point. I did have an entire set of these Infinity markers. They look just like these Stadliners. Just a little bit different color payoff. I did really like them. I would say I would probably use these interchangeably. They're about equal to me, but these are probably cheaper. But this is the whole entire Stadliner fine tipped marker set. Obviously I have all of those. And then a few dual tipped highlighters. My collection of friction markers. And I don't know if these come in different tips. I don't think so, but I just got like the colored set. So those are the Pilot marker tips that you can erase. And then I also had a thing for these Pigma Micron in 01 I preferred. I did try different sizes, but it's an archival ink. It's got the fine marker precise tip. The only thing I didn't like about these is that the markers can bend and break really easy. So if you're not careful when you write or you push really hard, there's no use in using these because they will break on you pretty quickly. So now the Pilot G2s, I have the colored ones in 07. I also have a variety of G2s, 05 and .38. I had the Stabilos in pretty much every color. I've also got these Sunbursts, metallic Pentels in gold and silver. I have, let's see, the Velocity, the Bic Velocities in 1 point, which is kind of too thick for me. I got it in like a 12 pack because that was all that was available, and I used to really like them, so I thought I'd get them again. I also have the midliners in those colors. I have brush tip highlighters, as well as these marker tipped Pilot Razor Points. Wright Brothers, they have these really nice rollerball gel pens. And then this is my collection of mechanical pencils. They're mainly in 0.5, but I do have 0.7s. Those would be the Velocity, and I do have a Papermate in a 0.7. These are all 0.5. These are probably one of my favorite mechanical pencils. And then these are just some other varieties. And then the Pilot G2 pencil in 05. And then a whole bunch of Bic mechanical pencils in like the glitter. And then also these new ones, which are 0.5. And I think they're supposed to withstand, like the leads are supposed to be stronger or something like that. So those are really nice. And then I also have some really brightly colored pencils that I use for highlighting and doing habit tracking, stuff like that. Sorry, I kind of had to hurry at the end there. I have a sick dog. You can probably hear in the background, but this is my pen collection. And if you have any other questions, I probably missed a couple things, but if you wanted to know about a certain item, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to go over it with you guys. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope you have an excellent holiday season. Bye.